I did create life. You can call it a dream, but I no longer see all things that happen between falling asleep and waking up as not occurring in the physical world by application of its laws, which you understand is different to a dream that creates its own laws. So the measure would be knowing the body stayed in the bed and did not teleport or sleepwalk. One you think more plausible than the other, but that is not the focus here. In either case, or neither, what I experienced was the energy of my body using the energy of the environment to create life. An insect, in fact, but not of known to my mind order. Something between scorpion and mantid. A profane thing, most likely, but this was not consciously done. I know how a woman will say the point is now and the excess internal energy must be forced out, for that is what I felt. This energy was pounding in my mind like blood pressure built at dangerous depth, but also like a force of great inverted pull that we know as a sudden pressure drop. This feeling is as if both forces are competing within the skull, so I planted my feet via teleport next to a rose in the front garden. I used my knowledge of spite that roses carry beneath their beauty, expressing as thorns, to power my subconscious connection with the knowledge of God's functional designs. Then I forced the energy to my wrist, the way one does when the impulse ceases to make a fist suddenly. Then, with a combination of muscle contraction of every muscle and intense focus on the point where the nail exited the back of the left wrist of Jesus Christ, I pushed the energy out and watched as it weaved into life from the light that emerged from my wrist as a dense ball of strings of white light energy that wrapped around each other rapidly and tapered into unknown fractal iterations. It was suddenly completed and instantly alive. No magic word or breath was given by me. This series of actions was as an expression of breath is, in three ways that is shown in my description, for there are three breaths at work here: nature's energy, my life, and God's design to create life. I am that power, but I cannot give what I create a soul. It was simply alive, knew me not, nor purpose. It was fleeing from the moment it knew being. My heart weeps for this. But the world is a dense web of natural redress. In that is the depth of wisdom that God's laws are. However, I stated at the beginning, this was the result of intuited guide by my own knowing. So to say that knowledge and experience is useful to life, even which has been created without intended wisdom, is perhaps the most reassuring thing that is to know for me.